All right, it's time for Dirty Modo with Tampa Timms. This segment of Dirty Modo is brought to you by FanDuel. Timms, what was your best bet that you had on Sunday?
My best bet, I had Josh Berry as the top Ford.
I
plus
knew it!
1200. He was a rocket. And a Penske type
Josh
car.
Berry.
You're welcome, because that was my
Yes.
long shot.
Yes,
Don't forget.
I give TJ that credit.
Wood Brothers.
Losers.
Hey, he looks
Best
good
finish.
in that car.
Hey, best finish, I think, ever at Phoenix.
I saw that. That's very shocking. That's tough to do
Yeah.
something for the first time with the Wood Brothers.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, kid was fast all day long. They had a little problem on pit road. He drove. I was watching his restarts. He was going to pass. He jumped to the top, was going to pass about 10 of them at one time after he had the issue on pit road till he crashed on the back straightaway. And then he had a couple of more restarts. He went from 10th to 5th on one, went 3 wide middle on Blaney and somebody else. Passed Larson, a couple other guys on a few restarts. He was getting after it,
Yeah.
man. Josh Berry, we got to celebrate that man.
His qualifying run, I was watching during qualifying. His 3 and 4 in qualifying might have been the best 3 and 4 I've seen all weekend. Like, he nailed his qualifying lap. When he went by, you could just tell it was a good lap, and then he finished it off with a solid race run.
Well, I'm glad that Josh Berry helped you win big on Sunday. How'd the matchups work out?
Pretty good. I had Denny over Chase Elliott at plus 120. Surprised he was the underdog, honestly. He had him beat pretty much all weekend. And then I had Chris Buescher over Brad. Sorry, TJ. Heads up.
Well, I mean, I factor into that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we keep up this.
What's this 5-leg parlay you thought you won on
Well, hold on a
Saturday?
second though. I want to ask TJ what was with the Brad accident. What were you seeing there? What what?
I mean,
helped
I
you?
saw the wreck, but I mean, there's nothing you can do.
That's what I'm saying. Like from your perspective, like I think a lot of people I want to know what the spotter.
I saw the gap and I saw where it was at, and I'm go low, and then we're going low, and then we get clipped in the right rear by the 88, and then we hit the inside wall a little bit too. So cosmetically, the car was in good shape, but it hit the left front suspension on the inside wall, and it pushed the whole clip over, and it couldn't steer. So, but yeah, the wrecks at Phoenix are usually off of 2, the track gets really narrow, and there's not really anywhere to go. I mean, somebody spins there. You saw, Suarez, they spun in front of him. There's just nowhere to go a lot. And as soon as 2 or 3 cars get involved, you're really just kind of hoping the wreck doesn't come and get you, and that's what happened. So keeping my streak alive.
Well, what you had a 5-leg parlay, Tim's, on Saturday that you thought you won?
Yeah, so I did our typical. Since you're in South Carolina, I had to come up with my own 5-leg college basketball favorite parlay. The first 4 legs hit, and then I looked at the score of the last game, and then I was like, "Oh, this is gonna hit," because they were up by like 15 at that point, and started drinking, and then did not pay attention, and woke up and realized I was looking at the wrong team. So they were losing by 15. And so I celebrated it way too early and woke up and it lost. So thought I had that thing won. Didn't even bother to check the app. So
That's pretty embarrassing.
Did you start drinking because you thought you won your bet?
Well, it was the plan anyway, but I was like, okay, we can really party now because I won 15
What
bucks.
an idiot.
But yeah.
I need Dale to get back into North Carolina because I need a winning parlay. I haven't hit one in a few days, and it's because I've been making them myself.
Shouldn't have been clowning my parlays.
I
Now you don't have them, and you wish you did.
I was wrong.
Grass ain't
I've
always
admitted
greener,
it.
Travis. It's not always greener.
I've admitted
I can
it.
I can still build you some parlays. I just can't bet them
It's true.
where I'm at.
Get to work. Get to work.
I mean,
get
we
to
got
lab.
games starting here in like an hour. Like,
Yeah,
I'm ready
pretty
to
soon,
go.
right?
12 o'clock ACC championship.
I'm going to send you guys stats from this college season that we're about to have, and I'm going to let you guys bet on the championship game next year, some over and unders.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
How much Michigan wins by.
I like that.
Well, what's your picks for this upcoming weekend?
Well, right now, all we have is the outright winners. But it's tough. It's crowded at the top with Larson, Bell, Reddick, and Byron, all pretty much in that same range. Bell might win 4 in a row. I mean, this is kind of he's good here. Larson's good here. I'll give you some value guys that I really like. Alex Bowman, 28-1. He's won here before. Seems to always find his way in the top 10. I think he'll have some speed. And Chris Buescher, I don't know what the books are thinking, man. 44-1. And this guy is all he does is top 5 you to death basically now. So
Yeah.
I could see him being surprised. But To be honest, it's gonna be tough to beat the Larson, Bell, Reddick trio. Really, whoever qualifies best, I think, is probably gonna win between those three.
Yeah, man.
I do I have some matchups for you.
You got some matchups? Read them to me.
Let's hear some matchups.
Ross usually runs pretty good there, don't he?
Really?
I mean, I feel like
Man,
Ross,
I don't trust Ross. I don't trust him.
Why?
They just kind of been wonky. The Trackhouse deal's kind of been tough to trust for me. I don't know. Ever since the first year in the next gen car, they're either really good or not good at all.
Yeah.
Well, ever since Ross ran into some cars he shouldn't run into, they haven't been very good.
I know, and I don't know why that even matters. I know Ross.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is weird. It's like I can't imagine that a phone call from Rick Hendrick made that man adjust his career so aggressively that it changed his production. It just doesn't make any sense. But I just feel like that their program has been, having some, stumbles.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Growing pains.
Yeah.
Tim, so Joey Logano plus 150 against Bell. Heads up.
Oof, I don't know.
Is that
Bell is. I feel like Bell is just. He's on something right now. He is so good.
Yeah, but if there's a guy that can make that happen,
Joey.
yeah.
I mean, plus 150 for a head-to-head matchup is pretty good odds. You might just take that just in case something happens to Bell.
That's what I'm saying.
But,
or a pit strategy comes into play at some point.
Yeah.
Because if Joey's not in the top 5, they're going to do something crazy at some point to try to give him track position.
That is true. I mean, Paul Wolf is Big Ball Paul for a reason. So.
What about Denny's minus 110 versus Byron minus 120? Stay away.
I'd stay away for right now. Two even.
Byron.
Yeah, Byron for sure.
Here we go. Ross Chastain versus Kyle Busch.
Ooh, who's the underdog there?
Ross is minus 105.
I feel like Kyle would be my long shot for Vegas.
Yeah.
Because that's home track. Sometimes guys seem to run better.
I would take a flyer on that because they've really yet to go to a proper track. I know that Phoenix was kind of that way, but they've really yet to go to a proper track to really see just what RCR has this year with Kyle. So I'd take that gamble on Kyle beating him out this weekend.
Yeah, they're off to a good start too. Some good finishes. So it's not a terrible.
We haven't really had a mile and a half with some character.
That's his backyard. He's
yeah.
gonna want to show out in front of his
Yeah.
in front of his hometown fans.
I'll tell you what, our guy Josh Berry, I don't know what to make of him at Vegas really, but he's plus 10,000 to win.
He won there in Xfinity Series, so
I do know. I mean, not
that's
that it
very
matters, but he
washed out.
struggled there last year in the Cup car. But that situation was not good. It's hard to judge him off of that. So
yeah, that's a low risk, high reward kind of thing. The way I look at it.
Yeah.
I think Blaney does really good at Vegas. He's been fast there, and if he tends to migrate towards how Blaney is, if he's his similar driving style, similar setup, he could very well go to Vegas and be very successful. So I would not be afraid to take a gamble on Josh Berry.
Yeah. I like the Penske Wood Brothers background there. I think that's a difference maker for him.
Yeah, momentum. He's got momentum too, and that's hard to beat sometimes.
Yeah.